I'm delighted today to be speaking with Peta Anderson, who is a dynamic female creative. Not only, is she, in the throes of just about to put a dance show on tour, but the choreographer, she's a co-producer, she's the lead also Irish dancer, and I think you started at birth, Peter. Tell me your story.
I know, just saying all those things makes me tired. I'm like, oh gosh, no wonder I need a good nap.
I bet you do. I bet you do. Yeah.
Oh no, yes, I'm very fortunate. Like we're back on track after the whole COVID, 2 years of COVID like happened. We were on a roll. We were doing Eireborne in Europe, and it was like, my dreams were coming true, and COVID happened, and now we're kickstarting it again. So and in the middle, I decided to have a baby. Like, why not?
Why not? Yeah,
Yeah.
throw another human being in the mix that's
I
24/7.
Oh, I know. So it's really special this time because obviously I'm going to have little Bobby there, and
Yeah.
it's a whole nother, it's a whole nother thing. But so choreographer, lead dancer, and co-producer. So we're in rehearsals at the moment. Which is why I'm in this dance studio, as you can see. But
Yeah.
the basically wearing the many hats. I guess when you create a show from scratch, and you kind of learn many things along the way. And I've always wanted to choreograph because I thought Irish dance has evolved so much, and maybe some dance shows, whilst they're very amazing and respected, I thought let's push the boundaries of Irish dance now that we have so many amazing Irish dancers that are so versatile, and give kind of this next generation a new kind of voice, which is Eireborne. And yeah, so basically I've found an amazing cast that each have their strengths in the show, and they each feature in a certain moment, which you'll notice when you come and see Eireborne. You'll see that every cast, you get to know them by the end of the show because they're each so strong in their own different ways. But yeah, so I started from scratch, and it was a small show in the beginning, and now it's this huge rock show that I'm like, wow, I can't believe we've got to this point. So I'm really proud.
That's amazing. And look, how many in the cast, and obviously the key Irish dancer is, world famous in this. Tell us, about him and what it's
Yeah.
like to work with him.
Oh, well, I'm guessing you're talking about Liam. So
Liam? Yep.
Liam Costello is in the show. He's a featured male. He is a three-time world champion. It's the only Australian to become world champion three times. So obviously he's world renowned. We also have other dancers in the cast though that, they're coming third and fourth in the world as well. So like Australians are right up there. And I'm telling you, because my European show that I did were Irish dancers based from Ireland. And I'm like, Australian dancers are seriously like a force to be reckoned with. Like, I'm so impressed by the level of talent. But I guess now in competition, you don't just stay in Australia and do the nationals. You do go and compete at the Americans and the world. So, all the Irish dancers that we have in the show have been over to Ireland, and they're, coming top 5, top 10. Like, that's a very big achievement. So we've got world-class Irish dancers, and obviously Liam, being the 3-time world champion, is a standout. But yeah, so Liam, he's great. You'll definitely be seeing a lot of him in the show, which is awesome.
Yeah, yeah. Amazing.
Yeah,
And
so but as well as the Irish dancers, we also
Yeah.
have two ballroom commercial dancers in the show,
yeah.
which they perform on Dancing with the Stars, and are some of Australia's best dancers in their regards too. And then an amazing live band. It's all live music. Peter Murphy, he was the lead in We Will Rock You, leads the show, beautiful voice.
Yeah.
Regan Derry's just had a big hit on the radio. She's our female singer.
Wow.
So, I mean, this cast is incredible, and I think, like, this is honestly the show to see right now around Australia.
It's amazing. Well, you've got 14 shows all up that are, you know, obviously in different parts of Australia, around Australia,
Yes.
with some regional stops as well. So
Yes.
it's pretty full on. You know, does the impact of COVID worry you?
Definitely COVID. It's a new way of living, I think.
Yeah.
And I feel like any live performance that's happening at the moment, we feel a bit privileged because it's like, you know, being off, being off for so long, um, being off for so long also, it makes you realize how quickly things can change.
Yep.
And I think now, yeah, as a performer, we just want to stay in our bubble and get all the shows out there, and you know, not have any kind of hurdles to overcome in terms of COVID or anything along the lines of COVID and stuff like that. We're trying to be extra safe and very like along the
Yeah.
guidelines and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. This is, and you know, this is all you can do at this stage, but but there's a lot of shows that are, you know, obviously really getting through the, you know, especially right now because it's so ripe. Peter, are you with me?